Hey, what's up everybody? Ryan here from Diplomat Dad. Today we're going to be doing a little bit of transplanting. I have some peppers that I started growing months ago, and here I'll give you a quick look. And I had jalapenos, habaneros, all sorts of different chilies, and I started them all in here. Not all of them made it, a lot of them did. But these guys here, when I originally pulled all the other plants out, I thought these guys were dead. But I just had this little tray here sitting over in the corner for the last couple months, and it's just been doing its thing. There's this one too. It was in one of these. However, it had kind of pulled out and it wasn't sitting down anymore, so it wasn't able to get the water that was down in the bottom of the tray like these two were. But today we're going to pull these out. You see here they got some good roots going. I'm gonna get these guys out of here. We've got some soil mixed up here for them. I'm going to put them into these 3 little pots right here, and then yeah, we'll put them out and see how they do. I'm sure they're dying for some more space. So let's go ahead and get that started. All right, so I think first I'll probably take this guy here. This is the one that got all dried up. You can see it's got a decent amount of roots there. It's still green. It's on its way out, but I think it's salvageable. So, set him here for a second. So what I have here is, this is some old compost plus some soil that I picked up at either Lowe's or Home Depot. So yeah, it's a little homemade compost plus some store soil. Then what I've got here, I'm going to put a little bit of this in each of these. This is some plant food that I have. I put that on every now and then. About once a week or so, I'll spray this on everything that I have. And then if I don't have like the beginning potting soil for like starting from seeds, which comes like, it's got a ton of nutrients in it. If I don't have that, I'll just use some of my stuff here, and then I'll just put a little bit of this in there. I'll just mix it up with some water. It says you're supposed to put, I think it's like 1 teaspoon per gallon every 2 weeks, it says. I usually have a bigger watering pot, and I can put about 1.5 gallons in it, put a couple scoops in there. But I'm going to put a whole scoop in here. A whole teaspoon, even though it's much more than it needs. That'll just make it super concentrated. And I'll just have it laying around so I can just spray it on top of the soil and give the plants a little boost every now and then. So, let's see, we got some soil in here. What I'm actually going to do is, I got my hose here. Hold on, let me go turn this hose on. Alright, so I've got my hose. I'm going to get this wet a little bit, so it holds its form a little better. Put a little more dirt in there. Kind of create a little opening in the center, just like so. I'm going to grab our plant. Now I want to make sure that I get where the roots are at. Start about right here. I want to get all of that underground, or under the soil rather. Epic fail, look at that. It was so dry, it just broke off. But we're just going to stick that in there. We're going to put that in there. Actually, we're going to do this. Just going to expose a little bit of the stem here. Now when you're doing this, if you're cutting off a piece from another plant and you want to transplant it that way, it's a lot easier to get it going and start growing some roots. Kind of expose the stem a little, just like that. Who knows what this will do, but since we're right here at this stage of the game, we'll go ahead and we'll just see what happens. All right. You'd be amazed at how resilient plants can be. it. It's only got water in it right now on the top. Get all the water out of the stem there. There we go. Nutrients. Plant a little spray. Doesn't look pretty, but we'll see what happens. I'll keep you updated. Alright. Let's go ahead and get started with these guys. Alright, so for these guys, get rid of that. You see here in the bottom, got some decent roots going. What I'm probably going to do, let's see what happens if I just try to, that's just not going to happen. So we're going to go like this. I'm just going to cut this down the side. These guys are all tangled up. Let's see. So you can see on the bottom here, their roots are kind of intertwined. I'm just going to gently pull them apart. And sit out. Look at that. So there you have it. These guys have been in there about 2 months. These are some super strong roots, so I have no doubt that these guys are gonna blossom really well. Okay, so we'll just set him there for a second. Let's see here. Get a little soil. Now I probably won't leave these guys in here too long. Probably about maybe 2 or 3 weeks. Let them get nice and settled in here. And after this, I'll put them in a big pot, like a 5-gallon bucket or something. And that'll allow them to get much larger and produce a lot of peppers. Now I actually have no idea what kind of peppers these are. I used to have a list of what these were. They were labeled by row, but after I harvested them originally, I lost that list. I didn't think I needed it because I had labeled the rest of the plants. And so the ones that survived all have labels on them, but everything that was left in there obviously didn't. So yeah, right now we're just gonna take care of these guys and see what gets produced here. Put some water in there. Give this guy's a good vitamin shower. Put it down in the soil here. Alright, so there you have it, guys. Plant number 2. As you can see, this used to be basil. Alright, let's set that off to the side here. Alright, so I cut out our third plant. I don't know what happened. Phone just kind of stopped recording there. But this is the last one that was in here. I cut it out. Just like the last one and the first one, actually, they're all 3 different plants. The one that was completely dry, I forget where it came out of in here, but this one was right here. Then the other good one, like this one, was right next to it. And the rows went this way. So whatever plant this is, it's going to be different than this one. But this is it here. You can see it's got a good old root ball just like the last one. Not as many roots, but certainly a decent root ball there. So we're going to take this last one here, plant number 3, pepper plant number 3. Drop it down on in here. Want to get those roots completely covered. You don't want to be able to see them. I need a little more soil. I'm just going to steal some out here. All the old potting soil I used to start the other peppers. It's actually got a bunch of nutrients in it still. I'm sure the water, the rain has washed out a lot of it, but there's still some in there. Alright. So there's that. Again, we'll give it another quick little watering. Nice little vitamin shower. Get that in the soil. Alright. There we go, guys. Plant number 3. I'll pot it up. Let's get these guys set out, and then yeah, we'll keep an eye on them and see how they do. Alright, so here they are again. You can see this bottle's blue now. I was spraying just water on there earlier. I had forgot to put in the plant food, but you can see now it's blue. I resprayed everything. That's them. Let's get these guys set out where they're going to be, and let Mother Nature do her thing. Alright, so this is where these guys are going to live for the next 2 or 3 weeks. They get a decent amount of shade, decent amount of sun. Typically your pepper plants, you want to have a lot of sun, but here in Florida this time of year, you can't do that. They'll die. So, but yeah, that's where they're going to be. I had them sitting. Give you a quick little history here. So they were just sitting right over here in that tray, just kind of hanging out. Got another pepper plant back here. A couple other things going on. Some tomatoes that aren't doing too hot. So yeah, now they've got themselves a new home. I'll show you another quick little comparison so you can see how big they are. And then if you look here, this plant's the same age. This plant's the same age. See, this guy is a... What are you? Uh-oh. I don't know what he is. It's not producing, that's what. But this guy here, these are my long, thin cayennes. There's a few of them going there. Yeah. So those are looking good. But yeah, you can just see how much bigger these ones are compared to these ones, and they're the same age. So, but these guys will catch up, I'm sure, one day. Alright everybody, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, by all means, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, Diplomat Dad, and hit that bell notification button. That'll let you know anytime I got new videos coming out. I'll be posting right now I'm posting every Friday and Sunday, but I'm sure I'll have random videos coming out here and there. So stay tuned. Again, if you enjoyed the video, by all means give it a thumbs up, and thanks again for watching, you guys, and until next time, see you guys out there.